I'm Debra Lehrmann, and I'm the judge of the 360th District Court, and I've had the privilege of serving the citizens of Texas for over 22 years as a judge. You know, we are so fortunate here in the state of Texas because we have a wonderful Supreme Court. We have jurists who are very, very experienced. And while all of them did not have judicial experience, the several that did not have judicial experience were exceptional attorneys. In fact, our Chief Justice Jefferson was one of the best appellate lawyers in the state of Texas, and he tried cases before the United States Supreme Court. We don't have one jurist on our Texas Supreme Court that doesn't have that level of experience, and that tradition needs to continue. I'm frequently asked, why are you doing this? When I first learned that Justice O'Neill was going to step down for the Supreme Court, I was approached by several people who said, you know, Debra, that court really needs somebody with your years of experience handling family law matters and other types of trial issues that are heard by the Texas Supreme Court. There was a need on the court. I saw the need, and that's why I decided to run. Let's talk about credentials. My opponent has no judicial experience. He's not a practicing litigator or a practicing appellate lawyer. He's a motivational speaker. And while I commend that, it does not prepare one to serve on our state's highest civil court. It's important that this position is filled by someone who's credentialed, who's qualified, and who has a proven record. I can't stress enough how important this runoff election is, because this election will determine who's going to be on the ticket in November, and that's important because the GOP needs a candidate who can win. I'm so humbled by the many endorsements I've received from organizations throughout the state and from many newspapers. I'd like to read to you one endorsement that I got from the editorial board of one of the major newspapers in our state. Paradoxically, the qualities that make a good politician have little overlap with the qualities that make a good jurist. Dedication and respect for the law, a studious nature, and the objectivity that comes with it make for a good judge. Those qualities, as well as intellectual curiosity and respect for the people, are what judges should be about. State District Judge Debra Lehrmann of Fort Worth is head and shoulders above her opponent, Rick Green. You know, when you get on an airplane, it's important that you know that that pilot has had years of experience and that he hasn't just read a manual. It's the same thing if you're going to have heart surgery. You want to make sure that that doctor has had lots of experience as a surgeon working on the type of issues that you're having to deal with. The same thing applies here. You need to know that when you go before the Texas Supreme Court, that those jurists that are going to be presiding and ruling on your case have experience and that it's not on-the-job training. I'm a real judge with real experience, with expertise in all areas that are dealt with by our Texas Supreme Court.